This is for the research. This is for the researchers. Excuse me.
Speak into the mic.
This is for the researchers when y'all were doing research. When y'all doing research, when y'all went down to go read something's on it. But yeah, what was some of the questions y'all were asking?
Actually, Stephon, can you come up? Stephon, join your peers on stage. The question was, what were some of the questions that the researchers asked Ashley Reed, L.A. Reed's daughter? Two students actually had an opportunity to represent their peers and interview her, and that was Stephon. So I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about what that meeting was.
Well, some of the questions that was said in the meeting was, did we see bullying in the school? And one of my answers was yes. I see some of these kids getting bullied, but me, I don't want to get into it. I'm not really that type of guy to help out, unless it's me. But yeah, some of the questions were, did we see it in the school? Were we some bullies? Were we the bystanders? Are we the ones getting bullied? And Eddie was in there with me. I don't think he's here today, but some of them questions were interesting.
And Ashley Reed, her father, L.A. Reed, actually was on The Voice, and he's worked with people like Britney Spears, Rick Ross. If you look him up, you'll see the number of artists that he worked with. Ashley felt it was important to address Mr. Shelton. Ashley felt it was important to address cyberbullying because of the entertainment industry and the fact that our kids now, and that we're more into the social networking, and we hear a lot about bullying, but there's very few groups out there speaking on the cyberbullying part, and she just felt it was important for her to use her name and come into the schools, and they actually produced and created this documentary that we're watching. And also something I failed to share with you is that your peers here are actually going to create a PSA, and her team is going to produce it for us, and that's a big honor. Any other questions?
What inspired y'all to research the different types of bullying? What inspired y'all to research the different types of bullying?
Well, one of the bullying that we mainly know, there are different types of bullying, but we all know physical bullying. We like to punch each other, play fight for real, videotape it, hurt people. But there were also different kinds. There was emotional, there was cyber. And with cyber, you saw in this video, it was with people on the internet, Facebook, all the social networking. It was calling names of the computer. And with the emotional bullying, you could say things to people that could hurt them. They were probably not showing it to you. They would try to put their toughness in front of it, but when they got home, they had to deal with it. You hurt them emotionally, but they didn't show you.
I have a question for you all. Through our research, one of the things that Ms. Wilson and I found interesting is that a lot of the students said that when they reported bullying to the staff, that they were ignored. How many of you feel like when you report a situation of bullying that you're ignored? Raise your hand. All right, put your hand down. So, thank you. Put your hand down. Now, how many of you are the bystanders that we just talked about? That you actually witness your peers being bullied and you don't say anything? How many of you are the bystanders? Okay. All right. large number. Okay, hands down. Hands down, thank you. So as you can see, we all know that bullying is a real issue, whether cyberbullying or traditional bullying, and we all understand that we have a role and responsibility. Whether you're a staff person or a parent, or whether you're a student, we have a responsibility to report this type of behavior. And if you don't get the result from talking to one staff person, you talk to every staff person that comes your way until finally you get somebody to listen.